name is Ashley Nino from Barking Dogs Walkery, and welcome to the Walkery Ranch. Our place is a half-acre located in Los Angeles, California, where we cater to overnight boarding, doggy daycare, and training. So first off, let's talk about a leash. There's so many different kinds of leashes, but I prefer using a leash that makes your life easier. So this is a slip lead. This slip lead is awesome. It's actually made by a company called LA Canines. Here's their logo, right there. LA Canines is based out of Los Angeles, California. It is run by Colleen Steckloff, and she's actually Cesar Millan's lead trainer. She's amazing and one of my mentors. They make these leashes and they're incredible. So these come with different options. You can actually loop it around to hold around your wrist. The great thing I love about this is, let's say you're on a walk and for some reason you need to hook your dog to a fence to maybe have a free hand to pick something up. You can just loop that around a fence and you have a secure place for your dog to stay. A lot of people talk about using harnesses for their dogs. I think there's pros and cons to harnesses, but they do encourage pulling. So if you want a dog to stop pulling or to teach a dog to stay right by your side, you're not going to want to use a harness. Same thing as using a regular leash, maybe attached to their collar. It's on the lower base of their neck, so it's going to encourage pulling. So I say use a slip lead. You want it high up on the neck, as high as you can get it, right behind the ears, and pull this little weight down. I use the 2-finger rule, so as long as you can stick 2 fingers in there, it's not too tight, but it's not going to slip over your dog's head, and it's going to stay nice and high. This is going to help you have the most control of your dog. Now, there's 2 ways to put on a slip collar. As you noticed, when I slip this on, this part here is up and over this side of her head, so when I walk her, she would be on my left. This way, when I pull the slip lead, it can give a slight correction, and when I let go, it releases the pressure. So that's what you want when you're walking your dog. So if we can stand up here, when I'm walking my dog, I don't want this in front of me. I want the dog right by my side with a very loose lead. And this is really all they need. They don't need all that freedom in front when you're training them and teaching them to stay by your side. You just want a relaxed, short, loose lead. Alright, so what if you have a dog that you want to run, but you still don't want them to get away? A lot of people want to use flexi leashes or retractable leashes. I say throw those in the trash. No, just kidding. But I don't think they're great for training. So instead, I use a long lead. This one is a 15-foot lead, and it gives you the same kind of outcome. You let your dog run, but they're not able to get away. I think this is great for possibly going to a dog beach where you want your dog to somewhat be off leash but not get away. Now, the cons to this is it's not great for training unless you're doing certain exercises for this. If you want a dog to learn how to walk on leash, I say stick with a slip lead. So I just want to tell you briefly why I don't love flex leashes or retractable leashes. I think they're kind of dangerous. So we've had incidents where people actually get third-degree burns through their hands and fingers when the lock mechanism fails and they go to reach for their dog and the rope burns through them. So it's super dangerous. There's also been a couple of documented cases of the lock mechanism not working, the dog maybe seeing a squirrel, taking off and getting hit by a car even though they are on leash. So I just think it's not the safest tool you can use. It might be good for, let's say, a dog beach, but if that's the case, I say use a long lead. But just keep your pets safe. Learn what tools are easiest and help it make the best decisions.